It's time for another stream. Man, the week passed by so fast. Can't even recall that the weekend happened. So a lot of my colleagues and friends are at GDC. I'm at home, working my ass off in the office instead. So we're going to chill and continue on this well, cow chest. Hello, Neum! Perfect timing. You just arrived home. I guess it's time for you to eat some food then. I hope you weren't in the office too late. Because that's usually what you write when you've been working too much again. I'm just assuming then that you're not at GDC either, Neum. So I hope that I will be able to wrap up most of the sculpt today. But we will see if I will manage to do that. Until 30 minutes ago or so. Oh damn. Don't work too much. Did you see the Google presentation? No? Like there's a Google presentation for GDC or? I haven't seen anything from there actually. I've been busy working as well. I think we left off at the tail last time. Releasing a cloud console, basically. Interesting. I will have to check that out. I mean, I missed the Nintendo Direct thing as well. I haven't seen that one, and I heard people talking about Pokemon. Just have a hard time catching up with everything happening. 200 buzzwords later, not a single mention of latency. Wow, maybe because they wanted to keep that a secret. Do you usually follow the GDC talks and stuff that's happening? I'm really bad at doing that. Not that I'm like at my computer when I'm working either. Too much meetings, so it's not like you can sit still and watch it and then you come home and don't know, do other things than watching GDC talks. Hello Daniel! Are you dead, Jan? You ate too much, please send help. All of you guys eating food this late. Oh, you go to the GDC vault after, alright. Right, you're looking at the articles and stuff. Oh. I should watch some of them this year. I know a lot of people who's giving talks, so it would be nice to watch them just to see what they are doing and, you know, have something to talk about later when you meet them again when they're back in Sweden. But that's interesting though that Google is at GDC. Or is this Google presentation for some like other event? 'Cause do they have anything to do with GDC? Guess I should add some of these like surface, what do we call them, paint peeling? Well, you're not sure, it was a little over an hour ago, so I presume it was GDC or a GTC. All of these like shorts for different conferences. GTC? But like, isn't GDC for Game Developers Conference? Doesn't really feel like Google's belong in there. They don't really pop in my mind when I think about like game developers. Hello Aslan! How you doing? Oh, there's the GTC and GTC, which is technical, prequel, more like Nvidia stuff. Right. Are they at the same time? Too much stuff happening at the same time. Oh, the Avalanche newest thing, 0 something. Yeah, not the latest one I think, but I have seen stuff from it. Like, it looks like Simon Stålenhag's concept, even though they claim that they don't have anything to do with each other. It's pretty funny. Generation 0, yeah. That is perhaps the name. It's such a weird thing. You say yes and move on. It looks good enough. Yeah, it looks good. Like, but you know, that whole thing is just like, well, I mean, you know, he already said like it's fine, and they don't have anything to do with each other. But like, hey, taking inspiration from someone, maybe you should mention that. It's no shame in like taking inspiration. It's a shame when you can't admit it. Dust Force Musica. Dust 4, yes. You're really good at guessing music, Aslan. You thought it looked really bad, Niam. Well, I mean, it looks like, you know, the whole world, in my sense, is like a nice concept, but you know, that's because it connected so strongly with Stolen Hog's concept. But when it comes to the execution, there is stuff that could be improved. You looked at it and you thought it looked like an ambitious student project. Odd battle royale with plus zombie horded, but it's robots and they are like 2 robots. Oh, you didn't understand the game. Yeah, for me it was more like, oh, this is a nice world idea. Stockholm, I mean, Sweden. But that's kind of it from my part. But I haven't really seen that much from the gameplay, so it feels like I can't really make a fair judgment anyway. I only saw like the first trailer and that was it. Sweden in the 80s, man versus machine type thing. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. But in general, I haven't really seen that much trailers or like. There's tons of them coming out. It's just that I don't hang on those news sites or like forums anymore. Just don't have time to check out everything. I usually hear it like this, like, oh, did you see this and that? And then maybe if someone links me, I will check it out. That's how lazy I am. Something that I am looking forward to and I have like in a long time is the Cyberpunk game. Cyberpunk 77, like 2077. That looks really, really good. For what I've seen, it's a DayZ type survival thing with robots instead of zombies. But I don't really know what DayZ is, or like I haven't seen too much of it. Cyberpunk looks better and better each time I see anything from it. Yeah, like, I mean, they have been developing that for a long time, right? Feels like they announced it a long time ago that they're going to make this game, but then, like, they were working on The Witcher and stuff at CG Project Red, so they just haven't, I guess, released it yet. But I hope they will soon. They haven't... Is it really just 2014-15? Feels like it's longer time ago that they put out the teaser. Like that very first one. A lot of things have changed since then. DayZ is a survival game where you run a large map scavenging for food and weapons. Oh, while avoiding zombies and killing off other scavengers that will probably try to kill you. Doesn't really sound like my game. I don't like scary things. How are you doing, Kimmy? Anything you want to get off your chest? Are we starting with the puns again? Bah. Getting off my chest. Why do you guys like to torture me with stupid word pound? It's... ugh. But if I'm gonna answer the question honestly, how I am doing, and just try to ignore the word pound in there, it's okay. Bit stressed, but it's just because there's a lot of things at work that needs to be done, so feels a little bit stressful, but it's okay. Lots and lots of meetings. I hope all the the meetings will, you know, it will get less and less by time. There's just a lot right now. But you never know. Kim scare things. She doesn't like being scared by things. I don't scare things. If Battlefield 3 is coming out for December again, or if that's still a secret. I wonder how I should answer this question. I have no idea. Is that like a proper answer? Nah, that's the answer. Enough. In all honesty, I don't know. Because I'm not working... I'm just working on Battlefield at the moment, so... It's already too much for me to keep track on, what's going on. So, and what I should do there. To care too much about all the other things going on in the studio. Should extrude this one a little bit, I think, because it looks like it's just a tiny bit going in. Or well, extrude and extrude, just move it a little bit. Sounds like Fantasy Star music. Well, that particular song was from Einhender, Earthlight. And the one that is playing now is from Fess. What happened to Fez? Didn't the guy who made it flip out on Twitter and cancel Fez 2 over some mean tweet or something? Or if that was another game? Well, it sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I heard there was something about that Fez game. So maybe it's related. I like how you're asking me, Neum, like, oh, what happened to that one? Like, I thought we already established that I'm the one that knows the least about anything when it comes to like new games and releases. Oh, Aslan knows. He said mean stuff to other people before then pressure started building up on him and with people badgering him. Okay. Well, it seems like you kind of recalled it correct, then, if we assume that Aslan is right. I played it for a bit, but I got really lost in that game. Like, I didn't really know where I would go, or like, it felt like, I think I spent 2 hours or something, and then I was just like, so how do I get back to where I started? I think I need to go back to where I started, but like, I just couldn't figure it out. It's impossible. So I didn't like it too much. It's too confusing. Hey, Captain! Hype, hype, hype. He then received a tweet and he cancelled and disappeared. Oh, he disappeared as well? Or he just like stopped being on social media? Damn those internet people by being so mean all the time. You know, when people are like, you know, hiding behind a screen, being just, you don't know who is there, anonymous. It's well, what can you do? People tend to be more hurtful when they can hide behind that. The game critics were the one that pissed him off? Oh, okay. Well, what did people say? Why were they being mean? Hello! Cowbell crew reporting in. Cow chest crew. How are you guys doing? Are you playing League? We have a conversation regarding Fez. Fez? Or do you say Fez? Maybe, because it's a Z? That game, at least. Damn, Aslan, you wrote like an essay about the subject. There's some quick internet research. It all happened in 2013. Well, that's pretty long time ago then. Oh, you guys are playing! Loading screen. Any one of you have the cowbell skin? Oh, I also want to play some League. But yeah, the only thing I play is ARAM, so I don't really enjoy anything else in the game. ARAMs are quick and easy. Fortunately not. Aww. Are you saving it for me? I don't even have the character, I think. Or well, maybe you're saving the role to get the correct character with the cow skin for when I arrive. That's nice of you. Welcome to join you. Well, you can see I'm a bit busy 3D modeling, so not at the moment, and I don't wanna I don't wanna be a streamer streaming when I'm playing horrible matches in League. Game starts. Oh, have a fun game match. Good luck. I wish there were some other games that were as easy to pick up as, you know, playing a game of League ARAM. Because always when I want to start, how about playing some horrible games of Dota 2? If you can teach me Neum, I would play with you. If it's as easy to get into ARAM. That's the thing. I feel like it's, you know, like a tremendous task to start a game. So even if I want to play God of War, it feels like, okay, I should have like 2 or 3 hours ahead that I can relax, get into it and play. Especially if it's the first time. I want to have at least 3 hours to understand it, not just like, you know, jump out and in. Especially if it's story heavy, you want to get into it, get a feeling. But then I also want all the game sessions when I play, I can't just pick it up for like 10 minutes. I can't get into it. I really need to have like a longer session. And then I need to plan for doing that. And it feels like I need to be not tired, which is my natural state nowadays. Tiredness. I never feel like I'm awake. So then it's even harder because it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I can, you know, get into it and focus and stuff. I make it sound like it's a tedious thing, but actually that's how I feel when I'm going to start a game. So if it's not like, you know, a quick game, just mindless like ARAM is, just like click, 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 bam, it's over within like 20 to 30 minutes, then like, yeah, don't have to concentrate too much because it's like just doing one thing, attacking the enemies. Otherwise it's hard. But it's also sad because I don't really want to play League. I do want to play something else that has more meaning. Hashtag only Taurus Chest. You teach me, no problem. It takes about 100 hours to get into another 1000 hour to get okay at it. Ugh. Why would you even spend that time on that? Oh, you started playing Apex Legend, Captain. More enjoyable than expected. Good that you like put like Legends in there, because I would be like, oh, you have a VR headset. I heard a lot of good about it, but it's the same thing. I need to get into it, and all when it's like competitive gaming. I know ARAM like League is competitive, but doesn't really feel competitive since it's like rushing in one lane and killing each other. Also, I get a bit nauseous with like first-person shooters and stuff. That's why I haven't really played that much of Overwatch either. Felt like I was gonna throw up when I tried it first time. You bad as fuck. But enjoy it. That's nice. Like on my list, I need to finish Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have not done that. Like, I'm a completionist. I need to get all the shrines before I go to Ganon. Get all the hearts. Get all of everything. And once I'm done with that, then it's like... Then I have to jump into God of War. And try that out. I hope I will be able to finish God of War. So why am I even sculpting on these? This looks really ugly. Can't have a backside looking like this. She wants a black belt and League, guys. You hear that? Make it sound like I have demands. We are screwed. Well, there's like a couple of things I'm waiting for. Last of Us 2. I'm not gonna play it, but I really want to watch friends play it, and then I can hide behind a pillow fortification. And vanilla World of Warcraft. I really wanna play vanilla World of Warcraft. So that's the major thing I'm waiting for. Oh, and yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. That's also something I look forward to. Otherwise, I guess I will just wait for Zelda. And how can we make something out of this? Or do we have to make a new backside? That would be sad. Cyberpunk, so much hype for it. And Sekiro this Friday. It seems like you have a lot of games you're looking forward to, Captain. Sekiro. Did I miss something again? I don't know about this game. Sekiro. Sounds Japanese though. I will Google as soon as I'm done moving parts. Let's see. Say Kiro. Oh. No. Unfortunately, by me not following media too well, I miss stuff like this. That looks damn awesome. Say Kiro, shadows die twice. Maybe it's worth checking out. Dark Souls in Japan with flashy flare. Death twice, only 2 times. I should get into like looking a bit more at other games that is up and coming. But that's cool. Still gonna have to finish God of War first, or well, finish Zelda, start God of War. Then we can look into other things. Hi Ron! How are you? Finish Zelda? Yes, I'm still playing Breath of the Wild. Well, still playing, you know, playing time to time. I think the last time I played it was during Christmas. The time before Christmas was probably during, I don't know, September, August. Feels like I'm picking up like little like now and then. So, have not finished it yet. It takes time to finish a game, especially when you don't really play. Still not allowed to be called a Zelda fan? No, well, I mean, have you played other ones? I mean, I eventually finish everything, like 100%. So no, Aslan, you're no Zelda fan. You're not allowed to be Zelda fan. See, so mean. You can join the Zelda fan club when you finish like 80% of the Zelda games. Then I will allow it. I don't know, I really enjoy the old Zeldas, but after Wind Waker none of the Zeldas kept me interested. Oh, really? But have you tried all of them? Kept you interested is one thing, but, you know, if you haven't tried all of them. You finished Link to the Past, Minish Cap, Spirit Track, Between Worlds, and the second Zeldas. Well, I mean, none of them are main Zelda games, Aslan. You're only playing the ones that are made by, like, Capcom. Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it. No, I haven't finished Spirit Track. No, exactly. I played half of it. It sucked, so I'm not gonna finish it. A true Zelda fan, no, Aslan. You're doing great! I overcame an artistic block that's just a fancy name for excessive amount of laziness. I've been messing with some particle system and the quick for fun render that I did totally exploded on Blender subreddit. For some reason I've been getting so much positive feedback that it really got me back on track. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're back on track and like you got some positive response. Can very, like, you know, it can help a lot to get something, you know, positive reactions to things, to feel you want to continue with it. That's great. I'm happy for you. Oh, you started a sci-fi scene this weekend, Captain. That's cool. You have to post some work in progress shots later. Link to the Past is the main Zelda games. Well, I mean it's made by Capcom. I can argue. You finished TP, you got a bit into Skyward Sword, and a few hours into... Oh, okay, well, so you have tried them. Well, if you're not enjoying them after trying them, then, I mean, you at least tried. There will be no Zelda fans? Is that what you're saying, Aslan? There's probably a lot of people who played almost all of them. Or like Neum, they tried them all. Sorry, Aslan, but you're gonna have to try a bit harder to join the fan club. Or if you wanna have my approval for joining the fan club. Link! Let's have a look around. Oh, that's neat. I like this comment. Got a pretty sweet view from my view of the tree from my cube. That's really cool. And this is made with Blender, or like, and you render it in Blender, or did you put it into a game engine? I like it. Has a lot of like, you know, feeling into it. Oh god, I hope we don't live like this in the future. That would be horrible. Jam-packed together, like in just a giant wall of houses. It reminds me of Ready Player One, like the condos stacked on top of each others. But this is like houses stacked on top of each others. Neat render. I like the duality of this almost cyberpunkish sci-fi towers and the 80s-70s architecture. Yeah, it's a nice mixture. It's like sci-fi but still keeping old architecture in there. It's really cool. Do not expect too much. It's the first using this workflow, not following any concept in particular. Right, let's have a look. Oh, sci-fi! Corridor. Oh, well, not corridor, like platform. So what's new in the workflow? You like using endo or high poly modeling, or... I like the panels, they look good. Ventilation. It's a nice detail. No bakes, using decals and trims. That's cool. Are you rendering this in Unreal, or... Looks like an Unreal lamp. Oh, that's neat. You're used to making bakes then, I assume, if because it's a new workflow. That's cool. Are you gonna expand it to like a big environment, or... It's a nice start. Like the nice thing with like doing sci-fi panels and stuff or corridors is that you can get like a big giant environment with very few means. Great job, you guys. I really like it. You made it in Blender. I was using sensor in distributing objects, so I used textured a bunch of boxes and did some composition in Photoshop. That's cool. Oh, you guys make me envious. Here I am sitting with the same cow chest week after week. I should like get this done and then go back to my environment. Seeing stuff like that when you guys are doing environments, I'm like, damn, I should finish mine as well. I should fix this one. Sometimes feels like I have a lot of like different projects I want to do. Just too little time, and also I don't have patience. Sometimes I just lose interest in some of the projects I do. I've been wondering sometimes if I should make a giant like stylized environment as well, but it takes a lot of time. Maybe expanding in the near future, but probably I will want to start a new thing better and fast with all I learn. Also focusing on modular piece that I am not used to do. Oh, that you're not that used to do. Well, that's actually that's a good process, like approach as well. Like making fast, quick tests. Like learning a new thing and then like move on to do something else with that new technique. Don't worry, Kim, the chest will run in real time when you're done. That's the power of the cover. No, just because of that, Neum, I'm gonna make it like 50,000k mobile ready. No. And then I will send it to Alex and be like, it's ready. it is done. Please give me feedback. You think he will appreciate it? Ron, just finished a block out of a new scene. I'm planning to put a bit more thought into that one. Okay, gotta even sculpt some rocks. Oh wow, you're joining this rock sculpting club. Congratulations, Ron. Maybe you should stream and I can have my revenge on all the rock puns. You make 12,000 triangles. Oh, that's too little, Neum. We need to make it more. You learn Endo for normal decal and trims. Very powerful too, if you ask me. Have you ever used it? Yes, I did use it a lot in the beginning when it came out. Like I don't really have any usage of it right now, but I assume that if I would actually, you know, do something sci-fi-ish or hard surface, it would be very useful. Haven't done that in a while though, that's why. But yes, it's very nice. I guess you can do that in Substance Designer as well, very quick. Show us the block out of the concept. Yes, as Captain said, show us. Jeez, alright. Let me take a screenshot. All the demands, right, Ron? Only if you make it a bit more pudgy. Alex loves all pudgy things. To give context to everyone, Alex is my previous lead at Guerrilla Games. He's a funny person. Right, so we should remove this thingy. Designer is very hard for you to control. I guess like it's not as organic as Photoshop is. In that sense, yeah, it's a little bit harder. But man, people do some crazy things with the designer. Making paintings and stuff. So I guess if you're very skilled in it, you shouldn't be any issues. But like people making wheels and other hard surface objects as well. Sometimes I wonder why, because it would be faster to just make it, you know, the normal way. But I guess it's just for showing off that you can. So we're just gonna make one side unique, meaning this side, and they would just be mirrored on this side. Ah, you linked something. Let's have a look. Please I use cubes, at least for now. I like how you're thinking. Imgur! It's a long time ago I seen this. Oh, you're making a replica of this environment? Or using it as a inspiration? Oh well, here we go. Aw, I was like, ooh, I wonder if this like could be a piglet watching the giant cube. But I guess that's a rock. Oh, that's cool. Seems like you got the perspective right. That's a turtle! Yes! Because it's a beach. That's even better than a piglet. Add a turtle here, Round. It's a request. We want to see a turtle. Like laying on the beach, watching the giant pyramid. That's gonna be cool to see it. I guess you're gonna like map, like keep a hole in here maybe, and just map the whole inside to like an emissive like slot or something in the shader. Since it's a very big structure. Or are you just gonna use like masking? Stop ruining it for me. I guess a fair revenge for your turkey leg thing. Getting right back at ya. Turtle loot box, it's up to you. You cannot unsee it right now? Yeah. It's a turtle. And in the concept it's more like lava. Oh, it could be in a beach with some lava, which the giant turtle is in, resting, you know? The only thing stopping you now is your imagination. I'm gonna be very sad if you don't add a turtle. So if I have like a cut here, maybe we should have some more just regular dents going on this one. Isn't that just a one large Egyptian loot box to contrast Ava's small Greek one? Wow, are we like comparing horses now? Is that what this is? Is a competition about how big the loot box is? What do you know, Neum? This could be a giant cow chest. Like a human could be this size for, well, like what all we know. I just haven't told you guys like the size of it yet. The only thing stopping me now is your imagination. It's a pig. Why? So if you post it in my Discord, I'm going to give you a feedback pass, and then I'm gonna take your picture and put it in like a mood board document, and I'm gonna add turtles and be like, make turtle here, nice suggestion, turtle, and then be like, oh, loot boxy thingy, and point towards the giant pyramid. Shh, nobody has to know, okay? Like, it's not off scale if it's been like, you know, scaled up with a, you know, some kind of ray gun that makes objects larger and smaller. Then it's not off. See, I thought this through. So they are perfectly fine if we imagine that scenario happened. Which it did, obviously, because why would like a cow chest otherwise be bigger than a human? Yeah, just mark a red circle wherever it's good placed to a turtle. Trolling everyone. Yeah, and if you add a turtle round, I'm gonna like be like, oh no, I meant a piglet, and then I'm gonna like start adding pictures, piglets instead. Damn, too much memes. Gonna sneak one in for you. I like this, we're helping each other with our projects. Good feedback, guys. Helping, nice way of defining it. That looks like a pig. I feel like it needs a turtle. Great feedback. Yes! I'm helping. I promise. Sticker Bush Symphony? Is that what this is? Yeah, you're correct. It's from Donkey Kong Country 2, Sticker Bush Symphony. Like, the way you guys can name drop the song's name, not just like, you know, calling out the game title, but just dropping the name of the song as well, is like... How do you even do that? Right, so we have... We have some stuff figured out, we have the tail, we can always start adding more details, but... I guess what we're going to do is... Wonder if I can just map this wood on the backside. Guess that could work. Now the question is what we are going to put on the backside. If we have like wooden planks, should probably have one of these as well on that side. It's famous. Wow, I'm bad at names. I recognize the song, but not the name. you know the thing called life? Well, we don't have that. Well, I mean, you guys are hanging out with me. Must be something wrong then, right? Hi, Maestro! 3 dimension. Nice job, thank you. How are you doing? Make the back 2 doors crack in the center. No! No, Nim. You mean like open it? No. No, we're not gonna have that much fun. Oof, I did not see this one coming. Aww. Well, it's a burn to myself, so... You're doing retopology of a t-shirt for a game? That's very specific. Are you having fun, or is it more like tedious work that you have to do the retopology for it? Okay, so we should do something with the stick here. And well, this part in general. Well, can you guys tell me where this song is from? This one is from one of my favorite games that I played. And it's not Zelda. Is it FF7? No, it's not Final Fantasy. Retopology is kind of a puzzle game. It is, and UV is as well, I guess. Like, both UV and Retopolo is like making a puzzle. It can be quite relaxing, it can also be very tedious. From the elevator of your home. No, it's not the elevator of my home. And it's not from Hoi. I'm just gonna assume here that nobody can guess it. It's from a Nintendo DS game. Not the 3DS, but the DS. It's a point and click game. Anyone knows now when I like give you some more clues? Layton! No! It's not Layton, Aslan. I'm sorry. It's not Layton. It's not Professor Layton. Wait. Hotel Dusk! You are correct! It is Hotel Dusk. It's not the game before, but it is Hotel Dusk. Hotel Dusk Room 215. They made like the games where you had to tilt the DS, so instead of like opening it like this, you held it like a book. It was point and click, well, point and click, I guess, detective game. You had to figure out like a mystery there, like talking to characters and like solving the murder. It was yeah, it was a really nice game. And then they had another one that is called well, Hotel Dusk is the first installation, and then they made a like sequel to it with the same characters in it. But yeah, a really good game. I recommend it if you have a DS laying around. Big Pilar med Mullimek. No. Oh my god, no, the voice in that game. Mullimek is horrible. Mullimek is a Swedish children's game for anyone that doesn't really know. You were building cars, and then airplanes and boats, and then houses at a point, I think, as well. It came during the 90s, I think. Mullimek Biggie Potter was the shit. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the shit, Daniel. He was shit, but was probably not the shit. Also, really, the boat game? I used to assume everyone like preferred the original car game. Would you move to another country for a better work or life? What's your thoughts? Some serious question in the chat amongst all the silliness that's happening. Yes, I would, and I have before. That's when I was living in the Netherlands. I had an offer there, and I went, moved away because, well, had a better thing going on in Sweden again. So yes, I would definitely move. What are you talking in? I think people are they're just quoting Swedish from the game Mullimek, since it's well, it's a Swedish game. People being nostalgic about what happened. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this. I don't really like that look. That's not what I was going for. Should probably just maybe show them. Do you think we can find Mullimek on YouTube? Oh, this is gonna be ugly. This is Mullimek. Oh, yep. You play this guy. You go around, point and click. On this map, like here, you have a free. Oh, well, you have a 3D representation of the car. I didn't recall that. And you click like I want to go this road or that road, and then you have like this fuel meter down here. So it's like empty and full. And in the beginning of the game, you're making really, really shitty cars where you can't really go anywhere. And you run out of petrol really fast. And you're supposed to visit like some points. This is a gas station here and there to collect more car parts that can make it go longer and longer. And then you're supposed to visit like people in their home, like, and making like, you know, finish quests and help them. So this is the main area. You have stuff that is being dumped in the dumpster, and you move everything into the door that you want to build with. So it can be anything. Really, it's just garbage to put together the car. And you have the dog as your companion. So yeah, you just drag and drop things. It can look like anything, and you also attach stuff for the engine, change them out. Just to make sure that it's working. I think there's some stuff that you need to have in there, which is like, well, obviously for petrol and the engine itself, wheels. I think you have to have something that you sit in as well. So yeah, you can have anything that works. I mean, I guess the ideal is to have it matching, but that's not going to be the case most of the time. It's not going to match. It's more going to be like this. So yeah, this is what we played. Be aware, this game is like 2 decades old. Yeah, it's really, really old. You played this as a kid, you know, on a Windows 98 or something. Hello, Ekis group. Oh yeah, it's Mulimek. We're checking it out. People being nostalgic. At least the Swedish people. I think for anyone else that haven't really played the game, it's gonna be like, what the heck is this? Yeah, but everything is in Swedish. It's it's, and then they made one which is not cars, but with boats instead. Exactly the same concept. And then they made another one that was with airplanes, I think. And then they made houses. And I think after that, they couldn't really sell anything else because I mean, people grew up. You had all of these nice 3D games and whatnot. So it was really just too old at that point. But I think almost everyone growing up in the 90s with the first home computers like played that game. But now you know more about Swedish gaming like development early in the 90s. Where's my gritty Mulimek reboot? Gritty post-apocalyptic reboot? Well, my hope is that they don't make a reboot of Mulimek. I don't think that will fly. Maybe they already had. When I think about it, I'm quite sad because I never had a full game of Mulimek. I only had a demo version of it, the car and the boat one. I was mostly playing Nintendo. I think my absolutely favorite game growing up with when it comes to computer games, if we like, you know, talking about Zelda and Mario, is the Roller Coaster Tycoon game. That was super fun. Rare main menu Kazooie nuts and bolts. That was a disaster since they replaced Mula with some no-name characters. Huh. I wonder if I would laugh my ass off if I would actually play some Mulimek now, if it's even doable. Can you even get that game anymore? You mean get it or buy it? I'm quite sure you can't buy it at all, because probably nobody have like, you know, converted it to work on like newer platforms. But like, I'm not even sure that you can get it either, because it's such an old game that was like just a Swedish game, so why would you be able to find it? Like, it's I don't think it's doable. Oh, modeling Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was like my way into environment art. I never played a scenario management side, so you sat and decorated parks. Oh, you mean like in the game that you could do that? I didn't play the like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is the 3D versions, right? I only played like the first and the second one. And the second one like had like tons of expansion packs coming. I think it's quite funny how a lot of the parks they had in the second game was like connected to Six Flags parks, like real world parks. If I'm happy to go to work, or if I feel it's just necessary because of money, that's a deep question, and a fair one as well. No, I'm happy going to work. I love working where I'm doing right now, and I love my colleagues and what we are doing. So it's not because of money, it's because I enjoy it. Which I hope people do when they're working in general with like their chosen job, and it shouldn't just be because of money. I think I said this in previous streams as well, that like since you're spending most of your waking time on your job, like which is most of your life, you should enjoy what you're doing. People made a tons of custom 3D content for it and actually started to look quite good compared to out of the box. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's what people did with Sims games as well, like custom market, doing a lot of like customization for those games as well. It's nice that the community like can do stuff like that and add to it. Monies is always nice though. Yes, it's from Mario Galaxy, Aslan. The best job is well-paid hobby. I guess, I mean, as long as you can accept that you're doing your hobby, then, you know, a lot, and that maybe you can't do it when you're home because you're exhausted from a day of working. But yes, in general, doing something you love and getting paid for it, that's nice. At the moment, I'm actually having tons of fun. Like, it's stressful at work, but it's tons of fun. I'm coaching a lot of other artists at the moment, so that's like my main focus for a while, and that's pretty nice to work with the people and make sure that they can make a better job and develop. It's also very fun. Like compared to also like working on a game, so it's nice to do that. I'm still like a bit confused of how this chest is supposed to be opened, but oh well. You guess working as a 3D animator is super fun? I assume so. I haven't worked with 3D animations myself, but they probably at my work have a lot of fun. That's a very short why, Captain. Not sure if you're asking me or if you're asking Maestro about like why he thinks it's super fun. Oh, you do at college and it's boring. Aw. That's a shame to hear. Why do you think it's boring, Captain? Then. Boring is not the word, but I think you need to put a lot of effort to get it right, and I'm not into that. Oh, okay. I see. I can imagine though that people think it looks fun, Captain, because like a lot of videos from like Disney and like people when they're working in animation, they like take videos of themselves or they of other people, and it's just seem like they're having a fun time together and like with mocap and stuff as well. So I guess that's also why on the outside it looks like it's a lot of fun. What, Aslan? Mocap more like brocap? You're not sure if the animators do the mocap? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it depends on the studio, if they're doing mocap as well or just cleaning. But yes, usually you have like actors if it's something specific you want to add, but if it's just like standard silliness, anyone can Anyone can do it, or NPC walk cycles, or basic kicks and stuff. Let's see, do we have taper here? Oh, that's my water, Kay. That's my water. Don't steal it. No, don't steal it. I'm working again. Am I working again? Poor cat. You're always sleeping before my streams, and then, like, when I'm streaming, you're like, oh, now I want attention. So sorry, but you know, you always have a spot next to me here. It's just that you never really want to be there. What computer have you had at the first time when you started CG? I mean, when I started making game, like, models and stuff? When I started, like, my career as a student? When I started as a student, I had a shitty laptop, a really old Dell laptop. I think it's by now 8 or 9 years old. Not really high-end at all. So now I have a decent computer. It's not like a branded computer, so it's like just multiple different parts in it. I got some help from a friend to build it. So it's not like a special brand with it. But I started with a laptop, which burned. Like, the graphic card burned. Had to replace that one. We had the computers through my university, so you borrowed it through the education. So you had like IT support, so they had some spare parts. And I had to change the graphics card once, and then put in some new cooling paste twice. And then they changed the RAM 1 or 2 times as well. Because it just like got too hot, and I had like this cooling like setup that you put it on with 3 different, like, you know, attachable fans underneath to just make it be cooler. Oh yeah, Aslan was in the same university, like 1 year above me. You had like the laptops the year before that even, Aslan, but your computer ran like perfectly, at least compared to mine. I don't know what's wrong with my computer, or if I did something that was wrong. It just like got too hot and almost halfly burned up. So, but back then I was using 3ds Max, X Normal, and the first NDO that came out before they had like this Quixel suit package. They only had like a few tools. And that's basically what I had to make 3D graphics. And the old Unreal Development Kit before they became Unreal, like just Unreal the engine brand. Oh, you still have your shitty laptop, Aslan? Oh yeah, the IT people were complaining that I was breaking it. But actually, it turned out in the end that when they sent it off to Dell for like checking it, that it had some faulty components, so it wasn't my fault, but they had to do multiple repairs for 3 years time. It wasn't until my 3rd year that they sent it off to like Dell in England, and that's when they like, but these components are faulty. We will change them for you. That's why all the other components in the computer is like not working as they should, or like halfly burning up. That was fun. I don't have that laptop anymore though, Aslan. It actually died on me. I was using it for streaming Netflix for a while, but you know, after like 20 minutes of startup time and stuff, I just got sick of it. Until a point it actually didn't start again. But you can make graphics on kind of any device, I guess. I couldn't really run Zbrush on it though. Not the old Zbrush either. So we have this part, the horns, top part, this one. At this one, it has some more cartoony shape. Oops, had to unselect the mask there as well. So I'm just gonna crease it, and then we're gonna soft it out here as well. Do you ever feel like when you look at something you think about how you can be created in a 3D software? Sometimes I even imagine a grid on it. Yeah, yes, I do. A lot of the times. Like when I'm just standing, idling, waiting for the bus, I think about how different things could have been made, or like how can I make that in 3D, and like almost picturing a wireframe. It's a nice practice if you're not doing anything anyway. Zbrush flipping out on me. You almost Alt F4 Mass Effects onto me when I notice a texture typing. That's pretty funny. Have you watched the Netflix show Love, Death plus Robots? No, I haven't, but I've some friends that worked on it, so I've seen some screenshots from it. What do you think about it? Is it nice? Oh, you have Aslan. It's gonna be interesting to try this out in like shading this in Marmoset later, making it look like a crystal. Monster actions and love scenes. Watch half of the first one, and technically speaking, it's wow. That's neat. How is it like, you know, story-wise and stuff? Kinda like Pokemon? I wouldn't describe Pokemon with love scenes, but maybe I watch another type of Pokemon than you did, Aslan. What with angry ladies? It's a weird comparison. It's some weird interview questions you have there, Maestro. Would you buy a robot to help doing things at home? If I would buy a robot. I don't know, is it like a long time in the future right now that we are talking about, or like the current robots that we have, like with, you know, vacuum cleaner or well, technically I guess dishwashers and stuff, because those I would consider. But if you mean like a human robots that like behaves like me, is that the type of robot you mean? Cough online fanfiction manga cough. The answer is yes. I must have missed something here with Pokemon. You asking weird questions. I'm not sure if they're weird, but it's just like a bit. Right? Why would you want to know this? King wants servants. You mean slaves? Tuxedo penguins. Yes, if it's like a small little like butler, like a penguin, I always feel like they reminds me of like small butlers, like trotting around, like almost having this like nice tuxedo clothing. If I can get a robot penguin butler, yes, I would buy a robot. Especially if it would walk around with a small tray, like serving me food and drinks, and it needs to be a good chef as well, because I hate cooking. So I'm good at cooking, but I hate cooking. Only if the rod has a charming British accent and dry butler humor. I could work as well, but it still needs to be a penguin. Penguin robot. Hello, Kay. I don't think the cats will like a robot walking around though. It's hard to use the Wacom tablet when you're standing on it, Kay. It's really hard. I guess that's your point. If you stand on it, that I can't use it, so I will pet you instead. Is that what you're trying to do? I won't fall for it. Nope, I won't fall for it. Wouldn't classify it as a dry butler humor. Cats will be fine. You have to see. Have you seen the cats riding rhombus, smacking passerbys? Yes, I have. They are hilarious. I don't think my cats will be doing that though. I mean, as soon as the regular vacuum cleaner goes on, then they're like, phew, like just, you know, running like a race car, hiding behind the sofa. We have a little bit more details there. So this and that should be merged somehow, if we look at the picture. So many subtools, it's crazy. The music. Nice. So let's see, this is from Pokemon, yeah. Nice timing. Diamond and Pearl. I haven't played the latest Pokemons though. I stopped at Black. Yeah, I played Black, I think. But like I've stopped like previously before that. I think the ones that I seriously played was Gold and Silver. You thinking about streaming? Such stream used to play Megalovania for the whole stream straight on loop. All are the same, so why bothering? They mean the Pokemon games? Yeah, I'm still a bit curious how they can sell. I stopped playing Pokemon just because like they started with this like clouds stream, like cloud thingy. You were supposed to put your Pokemon to sleep and they would dream and you could send it to your web browser, and then you had to play stupid mini games online for some Pokemons. I was like, nah, I'm out. But before that, I guess was just nice. I mean, the same reason I'm playing Zelda. Like all the other Zelda games are pretty, you know, the same, but you go into a temple, beat a boss, you get a new item, then eventually go and beat Ganon. Why bother? Goes to the stores and buy FIFA. Because a world centered around wheel dog fighting rings is the best kind of game ever. Well, they're quite horrible. They are. So, like, you fight with the Pokemon till they faint, and then go and like heal them in the Poke Center. That's cruel. This is Final Fantasy 10. The music. So let's merge them. If I do Dynamesh at 600, will that? Guess it's okay. Meh. Is that your answer, Captain? Meh. That it's because of this from Final Fantasy. I played a game yesterday and it felt like I did drags. Thank you for reminding. I need to delete it right now. No chewing on the paint. No, don't chew. Oh really? He looks super sad now. He's like, aww. Cat is sad. I wish I could have like a bag around like my neck and I could put you in there. So I could use both of my arm. That would be helpful. That would be really helpful. You really like chewing on the pen. It's good, it's old, so I don't have to care too much about it. As long as it's working. You prefer cats or dogs? Oh, I think I prefer cats, but we did have 3 cats and 1 dog at point in my family. So I mean, I like both, but at the moment we only have cats. Rank your cats from coolest to lamest. Don't worry, they won't get to know. Oh, poor things. Well, that's Kay, the orange one. He thinks he's the coolest one. Then we have Yumi, who's large. People will argue that she's fat. And then we have the really super old one that is 17 years. That's a little bit dement nowadays. I will guess the coolest one is probably Yumi, the bigger one, because she's so relaxed with everything. And she's not afraid of anything. And I'm not sure if it has to do with like her personality or if she's just too fat to actually bother running away. It's hard, you can't really ask them, right? So yeah, I will guess Yumi is the coolest one. Kay is second place. And then yeah, the really old cat, Cheyenne. He was a good dog, Aslan? Yeah, he was, but not really. You know, he was a nice dog, but if you asked him to sit, he wouldn't sit. Unless you had a candy bar in your hand. So, I mean, we can discuss, like, the level of good here. Yumi's an airhead, and you love it? Oh, she's cuddly. If one of them is not afraid of anything, it's gotta be that 70-year-old one. Maybe she's used to vent to notice that there is something dangerous happening, like the vacuum cleaner being on, like, attacking again. But in my personal opinion, yeah, Yumi. But I guess, like, if I have to choose one that is like that I like a little bit more than the other ones, which you shouldn't, I mean, you should love them all equally, then it's probably Kay, the one that is disturbing my streams. You mean the old cat just randomly zones out and stares into the void? Well, I mean, she's old, right? I'm pretty sure that sometimes the brain activity just, you know, stops for a moment. That's why she stares out in the void. But sure, I mean, sounds cooler if she's, like, connected to the dark side or Satan or something. That's cool. Just imagine protecting your human from the vacuum cleaner every day for 17 years. Aww. I will make sure to thank her for her services of protecting us stupid humans from the vacuum cleaner. She's connecting to Satan, that's cool, Kin. Collecting quotes again, aren't you, Brown? That's what I'm gonna remember her by once she passes away. I mean, the cat is black as well, so maybe. The fur is dark with some orange spots. Like, Kay is the only cat coming in here, like, checking, being like, hey, what's up? The other cats... yeah, don't bother, I guess. I think Yumi's more interested in guarding the food in the kitchen, and the old one, I'm not even sure that she remembers that there are like multiple rooms in this apartment. I mean, if we would release a book of your quotes, it wouldn't be that hard to make it look like you're clinically insane. I would totally buy this book. It sounds amazing. I would say I'm just like, you know, full of creativity and inspirations and stuff, which is reflected in my quotes. You have a collection of those quotes. She spits out poetry like an unwrappy rapper. You would have to translate them. I'm curious, Aslan, what you have like as quotes from me. It's probably from my university years. Most of the message you sent me. Yeah, Aslan is used to getting my panicky messages about, oh my god, tight deadline, need to finish this. Lots of like panic and like need to do this and that, and then a screenshot, and then like radio silence for like 3 days, and then it's like, so what happened? Oh, I went to sleep because I finished my things. I'm sounding demanding. Well, it's probably because I'm talking about taking over the world, being the new emperor, that I need a penguin butler. I want someone to cook food for me because I'm lazy. Sounds about right. It was pretty handy living in the same area as you when we were students, Aslan, because I could be like, I want blueberry pie, and then Aslan had blueberry pie at home. It's not as close anymore to steal food from you. Wonder where this song is from. Catchy. It's Okage Shadow King? It doesn't really sound like a Shadow King. I was gonna assume it's was gonna be dark if you read that title. If I ever stolen something as a kid, it's funny that you ask, because I got the question the other day as well when we're talking about what we did as kids. Have you ever stolen something? I wonder why people ask that. Does it look like I steal things? But no, I haven't stolen anything as a kid. That's rude. Stealing? No, I'm not stealing. As an adult? No, I haven't stolen anything as an adult either. Sorry, I'm a boring person. Well, maybe that's like actually not true. But I don't think that's stealing. I was in the store and I came home with a lime this big in my hat, because it was winter, so I was holding my gloves and my hat, and then like putting out all the groceries on the table at home, putting down the hat and gloves, and like just throwing everything on the table. And there all of a sudden there was a lime in there. And I don't even recall that I went through the lime section. I had some oranges though. So if you call that stealing, accidentally having a lime with you home, then I guess I'm a lime snatcher. Oh yeah, you did. Here we go. Oh my god, the horrible truth. I had a lime in my hat. And this is Animal Crossing, yes. Thief. I just wish that if I'm gonna be labeled as a thief, that I had stolen something that, you know, was a little bit more beneficial than a lime. A little bit more cooler than a lime as well. Doesn't feel nice to like being called a thief for something that small, you know, a lime. A lime diamond she stole. I swear. Oh, you were there, Aslan. You saw me stealing the lime. I mean, it's the beginning of a joke, but then you started telling a story about how you actually stole something. Still, didn't steal it. It happened to be in my hat. I had a dark childhood stealing and selling things. Oh, you did, Maestro. You realize now how stupid it is. But it's an experience anyway. Well, I mean, if it taught you something and you're not doing that right now, then that's good. But Maestro, if you were stealing limes, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a dark childhood. So it depends on what you stole. That reminds me of llamas in hats, or how it's supposed to be spelled. Llamas with limes in their hat. It's quite funny, a nice change from not just being asked like 3D and career related questions, I guess. Did you steal something? Would you like to buy a robot? Not usually asked these things, so it makes me think. If someone doesn't know what I'm talking about, link. I must say that they are not as funny as the other things they have, like Charlie the Unicorn. Would you say stealing has helped you along with your career? That lime? Well, that was after, so I mean, not sure if that helped. Maybe it helped like in the long run, like extra by having that lime in my hat. Maybe it was like a lucky lime. Gave me some extra luck. Well, how about the rest of you? I feel me and Meister have like spilled the beans. The other ones of you are just being quiet. That means you probably have secrets. Are you worse than me, having like more than a lime in your hat? Does it wake you up in the middle of the night, all sweaty, with a big scream? Does it haunt you? The lime haunts me, still. Like, I dream of this giant green ball of lime. It's just rolling after me, like, in the street. I can see how it's just like the big shadow casting from it, being like, you know, remember me? That's what it's calling out in the dream, and then I wake up all sweaty. And sweating lime, even. Used to be reminded even more about that sinful day when a lime landed in my hat. Are you guys happy now? Anyone like tuning in here, being like, what the heck is going on? Scaring them off. Be like, who is this crazy lady? Lime dreams and hats and things. We did this for lime justice. She has confessed. Go to court in front of Ace Attorney. Oh, you mean Phoenix Wright from the Ace Attorney game? Well, then I will have Phoenix Wright defending me, because he's a defense lawyer from the lime thing. From all the lime charges. The chat may have turned sore. Really, Neum? Oh my god. Bad jokes, bad puns incoming. You've really fired up about the Ace Attorney games, Aslan. You're gonna be snarky British. Alright, asking such deep question while you're working is not a good idea. Are they deep though? They're just very different. Just ask away. I will answer almost anything. Have we watched something about the Stadia of Google? Are you referring to the Google presentation? Like, I haven't seen anything from Google yet, so... But Neum told me when I got on the stream that there was something from Google. You gotta go, Round. Well, have a nice evening, you two. Sleep tight. Catch you next time. Also looking forward to see some more progress on that environment. And turtles and pigs. Thanks for additional motivation. Take care, Round. guess it's mostly like detailing paths left to do. Except for like the hose, but it's just like a hole in there with emissive or something that we should add later. Well, it's coming along, so that's something. Ooh, it's 11:30 here in the evening. I guess I should start rounding up. I'm gonna go up in 6.5 hours, so I'm thinking about perhaps streaming on Thursday as well. Even though I did that already last Thursday. Because I have time. Like, the reason why I haven't committed to like a 2-week streaming schedule is because I'm always uncertain if I do have time or not, and then once I started committing to at least every other week, then it feels like a lot of things I'm doing right now always kind of clear up every Thursday, because I'm so used to like trying to make sure that every other week Thursday is cleared. So maybe I could commit to like a 2-day streaming soon. That would definitely improve the speed of getting stuff done. That used 2 and 2.5 hour every stream. You also have to go, Captain. Well, take care, Captain. Send some screenshot in Discord. Your work in progress stuff. Looking forward to see more. If I get up at 6, yeah, it depends on. I'm doing some like non-profit projects on the side, helping out with diversity and inclusion questions. And Wednesday morning we have a meeting, so we don't, because we all have regular works, so we're like regular jobs, so we can't really have that sync meeting during the day, so it has to be in the morning, and it's on Wednesday morning, so then I have to go up. So usually I go up at 7, so it's like an hour earlier than usual. I like to be in at work early. I also need to be some days anyway, because of like communication with other studios across the world. So yeah, that's why I start a bit earlier. You're here forever, Aslan. Not like I have something to live for. That's so sad. So yeah, that's why I get up early at Wednesdays at least. And some people might argue that 7 is still also early, but compared to 6, it's like sleeping in. Anyhows, I'm also going to go and get that night rest. So I hope everyone have a nice day or evening, whatever you are. And I will pop online on Thursday and finish, well, not finish. I always feel like I'm going to finish the sculpt, but I won't. I'm taking my time with it because it's fun, so it won't be finished. But I'm gonna continue on this one anyway. Continue on the sculpting. So I hope to catch you on Thursday, otherwise on Tuesday perhaps. Bye bye everyone. Talk to you later.